your fucking brain. Hey, you niggas like me.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Two Beers with a Band. I'm your host, and that was just a taste of Watch My Blade Hit by singer, writer, rapper, and artist Stizzie Rae. All right, Ray, man, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're sipping on?
I got a cold, really nice Dr. Pepper. It's my favorite drink of all time. Um, about myself, I'm 15 years old. I'm based in Indiana. I'm mixed black and white. And I have a lot of passion, I think, I would say.
You got a lot of passion about music.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, for the audience out there, I am drinking a Oktoberfest by Mill Creek Brew. It's a local brewery here in Music City, USA. And this is the first time I've had Oktoberfest by Mill Creek.
I hope it's good.
I do too, man. And you know what? Mill Creek does decent work. It should be good. I mean, it smells apart.
Make sure it lives up to it.
Right, right. Well, while I'm getting a nose and taking a sip on this beer, can you tell everybody what kind of music you make?
I'm primarily a rapper. I mainly just rap. But behind the scenes, I've been experimenting with some rock music, like alternative rock. My friend Fleor that I was telling you about earlier, he is he's a rock artist, I would say. I almost called him a rock star. And
Well, you never know. He could be a rock star in the making.
yeah, he really does feel like that though. His music is amazing. We have two songs out on his YouTube right now that that's really that's really when I started. I mean, I've always been a fan of rock music, but I didn't ever think that I could make rock music.
Okay, what is his YouTube page
Uh,
that fans can go see your music on his?
www.fleor at youtube.com or something like
All
that.
right. All right. Well, how did you get into music?
So when I was little, like two years old, I was really into Lmfao, which is a rap group kind of. They were more like dance music, and I was really into Michael Jackson. So at 2 years old, my parents taught me how to work a computer, and I was able to type in what song I wanted to listen to. Or like I was able to type in LMFAO and click on the song that I wanted to, or type in MJ and click on the song that I wanted to. And then as I got older, I started showing more and more interest into music. I was around 6 or 7 years old when I started performing at karaoke clubs. I used to sing. And then nine, no, eight, eight-ish. Either eight or maybe a little bit before eight, like a few months before I turned 8. I found XXX Tentacion. He got really big in 2017, and I really took a liking to him. You know, I was like, I really like this. It makes me feel really good. It makes me feel like turned up. Like I want to do this. I never really thought that I could. And then I got to 13 years old, and at 13, the year before I turned 13, I had studied him, and I had like written down his bars. I had like broken everything down about him, and I had like like his rhyme schemes. I had broke down like his beat selection, and it really made me like take more initiative. So I started rapping under the name of Cryptic on BandLab. Then I scrapped it, and then like I told you earlier, I was going to join this rap group, and that never worked out. So I just decided to wing it solo.
Okay. Well, do you make your own beats?
No, I don't. I uh I will like hit up YouTube producers, people who post their beats to YouTube, and I will see if they'll allow me to use their beats. Or if they say like free for profit, I'll leave them a comment like, is it okay if I use this? And they'll like it and respond to it. And they'll be like, yeah, or no.
How's that make you feel when you go get a beat and you put lyrics to it and it's a song, it's a completed song and it's ready to go? And in the back of your mind, think to yourself that someone, the producer that made this beat, could call on me and give me grief when he hears a song. He or she hears a song.
So a few days ago actually, I had made this song called Don't Let Me Go for my album that's coming up. And the producer and I were on such good terms. Like just a week before, he had sent me the beat, or I had found the beat and hit him up. He texted me back. Everything was going really well. And then he calls me out of the blue after I sent him the link to my song, and he's yelling at me. He's like, "What did you do to my beat? Like you chopped up, you made so many edits to it. I don't like it." Like he told me that I couldn't use the beat anymore, and I was like, "I already posted the track list. It's supposed to be on my album." And he's like, "I don't care if you use this beat. I will try to sue you." And I was like, "You gave up your rights to it by posting free for profit and allowing it to be used on YouTube." He's like, "I don't care. I don't want you using it." So out of respect for him, I scrapped the entire song. Um, how it makes me feel, it's kind of annoying, to be honest. I wish that I had enough talent, I would say, to produce the beats too. But I have a MPK Mini, which is like a little beat pad, and every time that I touch it, it's like a fucking spaceship. Like I don't know what I'm doing whatsoever. It's so bad.
I kind of feel like that when I sit in front of my laptop with spaceship, all these buttons. But I know enough to be dangerous when it comes to computers. So I was looking online to find out anything I could find out about you, and there's very little out there. Do you think having an online presence is huge for an indie artist, an up and coming rapper?
Yes, I feel like it's really big. I just haven't found a way to kind of get my information out there. Like display enough information to feel comfortable, but also enough information to give my fans so they know about me.
Well, I did find your YouTube page and I did find you on Spotify, and that's where I was listening to your music over the last couple of days. Why are your songs so short?
I do get asked that a lot. Mainly it's just because that's how long the beat is. Like I'll go and I'll find a beat and it won't be like a 3 minute long beat or like a 2 minute and like 45 second beat. The album itself is only like 38 minutes in total, and it has 17 songs on it, and that's crazy. Like it should
That
be
is,
at least like 50 minutes, like up to an hour almost, but it's got 38 minutes on it
that's a lot of songs.
for such short time.
Yeah. Well, why don't you loop the beat and make your song a little bit long?
So I don't really. I don't really write. Like I freestyle instead. Like I'll just do whatever I do. I'll load up the beat and however long it is, that's how long I'll spit for. You can hear it like sectioned off to where it's like you can hear the start, you can hear the middle, you can hear the end. I've thought about like looping. Like there's been some songs, especially on the Stizzie tape, which is the album, that I have extended the beat on. Like there's this one specific song, Real Deal Steppers, that I extended the beat on, and it turned into like the only 3 minute song on the project, to be honest. I've thought about doing it more, but I'm not really big on the idea of making my songs like up to that long, and that's just because like I feel like I would run out of things to say, to be honest. Like I feel like for like a 3 minute beat, I couldn't evenly display like the chorus, the verse, all that shit stuff. Sorry.
That's fine. Talk to us about your music. How do you come up with the subject matter for your song?
Absolutely nothing. I do I whatever the beat makes me feel like, whatever my head thinks of first, I say. Like I said,
Really?
I'm a freestyler. So it's like I load up a beat, I listen to it all the way through one time, and then I'm like, okay, I have something, and I just build off of it. I barely write anything. There's only been I used to like voice record my studio sessions just so I wouldn't forget what I said, and then I would write down the lyrics.
So basically, you write from a beat perspective. You take the beat and you let the beat, you translate into words what the beat is telling. Okay. Well, I was going to ask how many unfinished songs do you have, but based off the way you write, you probably have none.
No, that's
Or
not
do
true.
you?
That's not true. I have so many. I'm looking right now. I think
Well, I mean, just ballpark. 5, 10,
I
100.
would say I probably have like at most 15 unfinished songs.
Well, why are they unfinished?
I just haven't came up with anything else. The beat isn't like telling me anything else, you know? It's like I'm almost tempted to just cut it off there, but it sounds incomplete then. So I'm like I have to finish it, but I just don't know what to say because I can't just sit down and write stuff. That doesn't make me feel like completed. I tried it. Like when I was studying X, I really tried to like just do that. I tried to write. I tried to it didn't work for me. So I'm also really big on Lil Wayne, and he's a really wide known freestyler. And I was like, what if I just try doing that? So the very first time that I was recording a song, I was with my best friend Blake, or Incognito is what he's known as. It's a really goofy name. And we recorded, or we were working on my song Odd Niggas, which it ended up being terrible. But uh I just the beat, it was just like it was a very odd parent sample, and I was just like Timmy Turner, but I turn into the wide receiver. You know, like I immediately came up with it.
Well, to freestyle and to come up with music the way you do, you must have a vivid imagination.
I do. I have a very, very, very wild imagination. I can since I was little, like I've been like writing like I've been drawing, I used to write stories. Like it used to all just come from my
Okay, do you do any of that even now?
um I draw a little bit, and I don't really write anymore. Like I don't really write like books or anything like that. I did, and I had like 3 books in total.
Like complete books?
I would
Not
say, yeah.
just
It has like a epilogue and everything. Like a had like
really?
at most like 10 chapters. So it was
Well,
short, but like
where can we find this material?
on my bookshelf right now in my notebook.
Well, it's hard for me to reach through the
Yeah.
the pull that out and read it, but
Um,
why haven't you pursued anything in the way of writing?
because nothing made me feel as passionate as music does. Nothing made it like nothing just clicked with me. Like even then, I used to get writer's block. I used to just sit there and like just stare at the last word and like build like try to build something off of it, and I had nothing. But with music, it's like I'll go in like I told you, I would go into just a beat and just boom, and it's like instant, and it's I have such a connection to music. I love it so much. I love everything about music, honestly.
How do you deal with writer's block when you get it?
Usually, I go and I'll listen to either whoever the beat makes me feel like, honestly. I'll go and I'll listen to them and I'll like take a really deep breath in and I'll be like, okay, this is what I feel like. This is what this beat makes me think of. This is who this beat makes me think of. All right.
Where do you record your music?
Right here in this room.
In that room.
In this room.
So everything I hear when I go to YouTube and Spotify came from that room.
Everything that you've heard comes from a room at least, because it used to not be this room. It used to be my house in Greencastle. And
Okay, well,
yeah.
basically a bedroom, not a
Yes.
studio.
Sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Do you play any instruments?
I do. I can play the piano, and I used to be able to play a little bit more of what I can now, but I can play guitar.
Okay. Do you pursue those instruments?
There has been like one track, and I'm pretty sure it was Don't Let Me Go, or it's a different unreleased song that I did actually put my piano on. Okay, so it's called The Answer to Love, apparently, is what this voice recording says, and I made it November 19th of 2024.
So you can sit down at a piano and make music,
Yes.
but you don't make your own beats.
No. It's so different. It's like the software that I was using to make my own beats. It was so confusing. And like I said, the MPC that I had, it was so confusing as well. It's like I had to load certain things onto the drum pad. I had to play certain keys in order to get the sound, like the like sound effects that I wanted. It was like it was literally like a spaceship. I was like I had no clue what I was doing.
Okay, well, I mean, playing a baby grand piano is one thing, but playing a keyboard with synthesizers should be a little bit different, right? I
It
mean,
should be.
I can't play. I can't play at all. You put me in front of a piano, I'm gonna walk away from it. But I would think that someone who is creative enough to come up with piano music for a song should be able to sit down at a keyboard and be able to work out some sort of beat.
You would seriously think it. You would. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I just started a few months ago.
Okay,
Maybe it's
okay,
like I don't.
all right.
But it's just
Maybe
like
maybe
no,
I'm being a little pushy.
no. You're not being pushy. I promise you. I get that. I've said that exact same thing to so many people. I'm like, I don't understand why I cannot just sit down and make a beat. I don't get it whatsoever. I've tried. I have like over 40 projects on MPC Beats that where I just sat down and tried to make a beat and it all sounds like garbage.
Well, it sounds like garbage to you, but have you let anyone outside of music listen to it?
Yes. Yes, I have. And they said
Well,
that it was terrible.
and they said it was terrible?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, if people outside the music say this trash, maybe, yeah, walk away from it. Because those people are going to be the fans
Yeah.
that buy the music or don't buy the music based on the beat. What do you want from your music?
The only goal that I have is to inspire people. I don't care about any type of money. I don't care about any type of like recognition that I get from music. I want to inspire somebody the way that X inspired me.
What do you want to inspire those people to do?
I want to inspire them to always stay true to themselves and to follow what their heart tells them. It's like my heart told me that I needed to make music. And so I did. And it's like, if you feel like something's right, you should always go for it. That's the way that I look at it.
I agree with that. And a lot of indie artists say the exact same thing.
Really?
Yeah. What do you want the listener to hear when they listen to your music? Not just, again, let me repeat that. What do you want the listener to hear when they listen to your music?
I want them to be able to hear how much fun I have making that song. For the first EP that I dropped, the exclamation point EP, it wasn't like that. I was rushed by this label in Indianapolis who was saying, "Oh yeah, like, all you have to do is show us something and we'll tell you then." And then they gave me 72 hours to drop something like 3 weeks later. And the EP was not finished and they forced me to drop it. And I sounded monotone. The mixing was terrible. It didn't sound like I had any, it sounded like I was forced to be on that EP and it was my EP. So I just want now for my music, I want them to hear how much fun I have making a song.
So, making a record, making an EP, making music is fun for you.
It is very fun. It has got to be the most exciting thing I've ever done in my life.
You don't consider that a job.
I don't. I
It's
really don't.
okay. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what music should be. Music should be fun. Music should be expressive. Music shouldn't be a job. Music shouldn't be stress. If it's stress, you're not going to do it. And as a creative, you don't need that a way of expressing yourself to be a job and to be stressful.
Exactly.
Because then you're not going to want to do it. Then you're keeping your art from the world.
And then if you're keeping your art from the world, there's no point in showcasing your art. There's no point in doing your art if you're just going to hide it from everybody, is the way that I look at it.
Exactly. Who are your influences in music? Who do you want to be like?
X. Number one, X. I really want to be like him. Um, I want to be like him. I want to be like Tyler, the Creator. I want to be like, not in the same sense, but I really want to be like Michael Jackson. Like I really, 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 I want that. I want that type of influence over people.
Really?
Yes,
You want Michael Jackson influence
I
over
do.
people?
I want that level of influence in people because that, like, he's a revolutionary person. He literally changed the world with his art. imagine how much influence he would have to have. Imagine how much inspiration he would give to God knows how many generations to come. Like,
Do you think you're capable of having Michael Jackson influence?
as of right now, no. But I see myself eventually getting to that level at some point, maybe.
Okay. Well, that it seems like a very lofty goal, but you seem to, I mean, you're young and you work hard and you know what your goals are. And they sound like great goals.
I
I
appreciate
don't
that.
hear you saying that you're looking for money, you're looking for riches, you're looking for fame. It seems like you have a good heart and you're doing this for the right reason.
I mean,
It's
maybe my music gets a little graphic sometimes. It gets a little, it gets a little mean sounding, but it's all just like I really love it no matter.
okay. Well, let's talk about that. For someone who I grew up in Nashville,
Yeah,
so rap has been here for years. And there's actually, I mean, there's a rap scene in Nashville, but rap is something that I haven't had a great deal of exposure to. So you said some of your lyrics are a little mean and a little graphic. Why? Why is that the case if that's not who you really are?
well, that is who I am sometimes. That's like the biggest difference I have to say. I can get really like the good person that you're like talking to right now. I'm not always a good person sometimes.
Well, yeah,
And I mean, I'm not saying like everybody's like a saint, but it's like I've been through a lot, I've done a lot, and it's just sometimes that's the way that the art comes out, you know?
well, I mean, there are very few people on this planet that can say that they don't have that anger and that malicious desire.
Right,
It's just who are the people that act on it? Who are the people that hold it in? And who are the people that can express it in music and get it out and be done with it and move on?
right. Like
There's,
sorry,
right. No, go ahead.
for Watch My Blade Hit, I sampled my fight video. I have this fight. I This dude was being really racist to me. He was calling me the hard R. He was calling me a slave, whatnot. And he told me he was up at the courthouse in Greencastle. So I walked from my friend's house all the way up to the courthouse and I fought him on video. And I sampled it and I put it in Watch My Blade Hit. In the beginning you hear all that like yelling and whatnot. I screamed at him. I was like, "You're fucking nothing." There's a lady, she was like, "And what the fuck are you, bro?" Like.
Yeah, yeah. I'm okay. I'm curious about that. Um, because I would have never in a million years thought that that actually came from a real event
Yeah, here.
because it sounds like that was put in the song, that it was scripted, and that, that's how you brought the song in. But that was the actual real event
It was an actual
that
real
happened.
thing that happened. I also technically still have a pending case for that. Like I could get put on house arrest still or probation for it because it was right in front of the courthouse.
Yeah, see, not a good idea
Yeah.
at all. And you know what? And to be honest with you, and I don't want to say I'm preaching to the choir, but man, sometimes you just gotta let stuff roll off your back.
No, I understand. There's a lot of stuff that I should have just left alone. I should have just not let it affect me. And I see that now, but at the time I have somewhat kind of bad anger issues. So it's kind of like I get heated and I can't really like think at the time.
Okay, well,
It's
you
like,
gotta think about if you want Michael Jackson influence, You can't have a whole bunch of court cases hanging.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Hopefully
Speak,
that'll be the only one, hopefully.
Speaking of Michael Jackson, do you think Michael Jackson would enjoy listening to your music?
Probably not. And that's only because I don't think that as of right now, my music is as good as it will be in the future. Because like I've said multiple times, I'm just now starting. It's like I started posting music in April. So it's like I'm only roughly like 5, 6 months in.
What does music mean to you?
I would describe music as an emotion instead of a sound or an action or anything like that. I would describe it as an emotion because I was always taught that you should be able to feel music. If you can't feel music, then that's not the right music to be listening to. If you can't sit there and feel something from it, whether it's good, whether it's you feel angry, whether it's you feel hurt, whether you feel better, even, you shouldn't be listening to the music. You know,
Emotions are the easiest for you to write.
that's a really hard question. Um, probably, probably like anger and a healthy like a silly kind of like a there's a song that I have, it's called Slick Rick, and I made it while I was watching Rick and Morty, and so it's really stupid. It's so fun though, like I love it, like I listen to that song so much.
Would you say your music is an extension of you?
Yes.
How long does it take to write a song? And what I mean by that is go from concept to final production on an album.
So I've been working on the album since last year before I even started making music. It has been something I'd always liked the thought of it, and I was able to go to sleep on the thought of it. I was able to wake up and still feel like that's what I wanted to do. So for the album specifically, I work until I have it to my liking. But for like songs, like on like a regular basis, if I think of like a melody, I'll immediately go look up a beat and see if it'll like if the melody will like match the beat, and then I'll do my best to record it right then and there, and then that's usually when I get it done. It usually takes me like one singular session.
Okay. The EP that you have out, how is it received by the public?
Not very good. Uh, they called it a good start. It was a good start, like a good introduction, but you could hear all the faults. And I personally, I'm not trying to say that like it's not my fault as to why it wasn't perceived well. But I feel like if I would have had as much time as I've been working on this album, because I was working on the EP after the album, because I didn't want the album to be my first thing to drop. So roughly February of 2024, I made the EP cover, and I wasn't even trying to make the cover. I was just drawing, and that's how I made the cover for it. And then fast forward to about November of 24, and my friend suggests making it an EP, making it an album. And I was like, I don't want it to be an album though. Like maybe I'll just release it as like a single or something. And then I got more like understanding of how like the difference between albums, EPs, LPs, mixtapes, all that stuff. I really recognized the difference between it. So I was like, why don't I just make it an EP, like a little small 6 song introduction to me? And he was like, yeah, I really fuck with that. So I was like, okay, bet.
You said draw the cover. Are you
Yes.
the one that draws all your album art?
Yes. I make my own cover art. Every single thing that you see by me, it not like a feature or anything. Like when it comes to like somebody else that I'm like featuring on their track, the only person that I've made cover art for on their track was Past November. And that's our song Global V2. I made the entire cover for it. For the Stizzie tape, the cover for it, it looks really good. It looks like studio quality taken, and I made it on a free app on my phone.
Okay. What did you want from the EP when you released it?
I wanted it to be simple, sweet, and a really nice introduction. The original goals were not to get any like true fame or like blast me into the underground scene or anything like that, but more of making it making it feel like me enough to post it. And then I got rushed by that label.
Is Stizzie Rae a brand?
Stizzie Rae itself is not, but like
Why is that?
it's because like I don't want to look in like the crowd and see people wearing Stizzie Rae. I don't want to I don't want to hear somebody talking about like a Stizzie Rae cereal or like a Stizzie Rae drink or something like that. Like the only thing that I want is to inspire. So I don't want it to be like a brand. I don't want it to be like looking like a cash grab because it's not at all.
So you don't want Stizzie Rae to be a brand, but you want to inspire and reach as many people as possible. How do you plan on doing that if Stizzie Rae is not a brand?
Because I'm a rapper instead of a brand, you know? Like,
Well, yeah, but how are you going to get your art out there? You're not. Do you think the song has enough cred that it can reach out, like it'll be added to playlist and things like that just organically?
I do. I'm not trying to get signed to a label anymore. I'm not trying to like pay my way into the industry or anything like that. I want to do it fresh, organic from the bottom to the top. The way that people used to actually do music. Now it's like you go to big cities like New York and everybody and their mom and their dad and their sister probably has tried to rap, you know? It's like for me, the only musical person in my family was my like great grandfather, and he was a fiddle player.
What kind of feedback have you gotten about your music?
The most that I've gotten is a very neutral. Like they'll tell me the positives to it, and they'll also tell me things that they think I can improve on. But I would say overall, it's been more positive recently than it was to begin with.
Do you have community in your area for your music or your style of music?
Yes and no. Not in like my town, but in the state, yes. Like Indianapolis has it's kind of small, but it has a music scene a little bit.
Have you ever considered giving up on music?
So many times. Way before I even started. Like last August or so. Um I was going through a lot mentally. I started heavily smoking again, and it was a little bit before I got caught with those carts and then my dad had the strip. I was talking to one of my friends about scrapping Stizzie Rae in general, scrapping everything that it meant to me, scrapping everything that I had already worked on, and just being me, like not even trying to do anything social media wise, just like being an ordinary person.
What would you do if you weren't doing music?
I would probably pursue photography, I want to say.
Are you any good at photography?
I mean, yes, I think so. I mean, I've taken really, really, really nice photos, and it's not specifically about the photography part of it. It's more like I feel drawn to it as well.
Okay.
It's not like the same initiative as the music. Like it's nowhere near that level, but it's like on the side, I'll take a lot of photos. My friend has this camera and he offered to give it to me for like $120, but I couldn't get the money, so he ended up selling it to somebody else. But I was like, I really wanted that camera, to be honest. And it's like I know how to like not exactly edit it, but like I know how to make it look photo ready. Like I know how to make whatever I want to take a photo of look photo ready.
So photography could fall under the artist label that you have.
Yeah,
When you call yourself an artist, photography is one of the arts that you have, as well as drawing.
yeah,
Okay. Would you ever consider making a career out of music?
yes. That's what I'm actively trying to do. Like I'm trying to make a career out of music, but it's just not for the reasons that other people do it. Like I'm trying to make a career to inspire, not to get money.
Well, if you're not a brand, how can you be a business?
What do you mean?
You say what I'm saying? If you're not a brand, you don't want to see people wearing your shirt when you look out in the audience. If you're not a brand, how do you plan on getting money
It
for to support the business?
um
Because to receive a paycheck to support the music, you have to have a business. So you would need to be a brand.
I didn't even think of it like that. I don't I don't really have an answer to that question.
Okay, well, I bet you got an answer for the next one. Which one of your songs is your favorite song and why?
Probably Slick Rick because it's so like kind of out of pocket. It's like the beat sounds funny, but it's like it's just a beat. Like it's perfectly normal. But it just when you hear like my vocals on it, my vocals sound funny and it just like it you can tell that I had so much fun on that song.
What do you want people to know about you as a person and an artist?
As a person, I want them to know that I'm not I'm not a bad person for the actions of my past. That's a very big thing because a lot of people judge me off of my past, off of like just things that they hear about me, not even coming straight from me. And I don't like that. I've never been a person to just sit there and like believe hearsay or like without like evidence believe something. As an artist, I want people to know that no matter what, no matter if you're hating on me, no matter if you're supporting me, no matter if you don't even know who I am. If you ever like need somebody to talk to, I can be that person to talk to. You're supporting me, so I want to support you, is the way that I see it. And even if they're not, like, even if, because I love getting hate. I love it so much. There's a few people specifically before I released anything where they were like, "Oh, you're just gonna be an ex clone. You're not gonna be your own person." Like they were really drilling into me, and it's like I loved it so much. I loved every second of it. I was like, "Yes, give me more." You know.
Well, how do you deal with haters?
Honestly, I just let them talk. The hate doesn't get to me, and I don't. That's what kind of separates me from other people, is that other people's words don't get to me whatsoever. I feel like I take it all into consideration. Like if you're hating on me because you don't like the way that my voice sounds, I'll take it into consideration. Or if you're like, "Oh, I don't like your beat selection," I'll take it. But it's like at the end of the day, I'm really firm on the belief that words don't have meaning until you give them meaning.
Okay, I agree with that. You're a young man. You seem pretty wise.
I appreciate that. I
Me-
blame I blame that
me-
all on everything I've been through.
Well, it sounds like you've been through a lot and you've grown up very fast.
I've had to for a while. I've always been more mature than the other kids my age. Like I was like I want to say like 5, and I wasn't trying to like sit there and like play in the dirt or something. I was trying to like talk to people and like have them listen to me the way that I was listening to them.
Can you hold your mic up just a little bit?
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay. What do you enjoy the most about music? Just music in general.
I enjoy I enjoy oh God. I gotta pick something. I would say that I enjoy the hearing about the process of music the most. It's like I'll look all the time. Like there's this page on Instagram. It's like how songs were recorded, and I'll just watch it all the time. Like I'll stay up. Well, like I stay up anyways, but like I'll just be on my phone and I'll scroll. Like I'll doom scroll their pages, and it's just like it's so interesting. It's like, oh my God, this is what the song was made like. Like this is how they did it. Like, oh my God,
So
that's so cool.
the the history of music really interests you.
Yeah.
And would you say all genres music in general?
Yes. I say that because I'm a very versatile person. I listen to a lot of stuff that I don't think people would guess I listen to.
Okay. All right. I would ask you about the top four presets in your car, but that would probably be a waste. Um, what are the top four genres of music that you listen to?
Rap, alternative rock, um, indie rock. It's like a kind of more mellow, and then metal.
Okay. Um, as an artist, as a creative, do you think you could write a song for those other genres?
The only genre I think I couldn't write a song for is metal.
Why is that?
Because I don't think I could sit there and scream into a mic like the entire time, and like I don't think I could convey it correctly like the way that other people do. I don't think I can do that without.
Well, there's different styles of metal.
Yeah,
Metal just isn't, screaming into a microphone and hoping nobody understands it. It's Metallica, for
yeah.
example.
Specifically Metallica. I love Metallica so much.
What makes you happy?
What makes me happy? Getting the opportunity to do this so young. To getting no, let me rephrase that. Getting the opportunity to pursue my dream so young.
If you could do a project with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Number one is X. I would love to do an entire album. I'm actually doing an entire cover album of some of his songs eventually, and it's gonna be like a little like tribute to him and whatnot.
Do you do you think he would enjoy it?
Yes, I do. I feel like he was really big on his connection to his fans. He was like one of his like key beliefs was even if you don't like me, I love you.
Do you believe you have a good connection with your fans?
I would say that it's not as strong as I want it to be because a lot of my fans are just my friends. Like, so it's like some of them are kind of just like supporting me because I'm their friend, and I can kind of tell that they're just supporting me because I'm their friend. But I don't want that. Like, I want to get the actual people to like me for who or no, not who my music is, for who I am, like music wise.
What is the perfect day for you?
Perfect day. Waking up, making a very, very, very nice breakfast because I love breakfast food.
Do you cook?
I do. That's another thing that I really enjoy is cooking.
Really?
Yes.
What is the funnest thing for you to cook?
Biscuits and gravy because I home make the biscuits and I also home make the gravy.
Now, I know you like breakfast food, but if you had to put on a spread for dinner for the new love in your life, what would you cook?
I would cook chicken Alfredo.
And
Oh, you mean like sorry. Chicken Alfredo for dessert. I would make like peanut butter sugar cookies. And
really?
then for a drink, I would give them like a Dr. Pepper. If they like Dr. Pepper, I would get them like their favorite drink.
Okay, so you cook and bake.
Yeah. Well, I thought that that kind of went side by side. Sorry.
Well, no, well, for some people are definitely afraid of baking, and I understand because I do a little of both, but I really only bake in the wintertime because in the summer it doesn't feel right.
It
When it's
so
cold outside and you stand in the kitchen, whip something up, let it bake, and the house smells like what you got in the oven. It just feels so warm and inviting. But I try it in the summertime and I just don't enjoy baking. But I like to be outside and throw something on the grill.
what's your
That
favorite thing? Well, hold on. Sorry, I know you're supposed to be asking me the questions, but what's your favorite thing to grill?
favorite thing to pizza.
Ooh, really? Do you
Yeah,
do you like home make the pizza and then throw it on the grill?
everything.
For
I
real?
make the dough. I make the tomato sauce, pizza sauce, whatever you want to call it. Well, during the summer I do because I grow vegetables. Not a huge garden, but I grow vegetables and I enjoy taking it straight from the garden and putting it on a plate.
There's
Farm to
yeah,
table, if you
yeah.
will. I enjoy making, and I'll spend all day prepping. I mean, all day making the dough, cutting everything. I don't buy pre-sliced anything. I cut everything. So I enjoy the process just about more than actually eating it, because the process to me is the fun part. And I guess maybe as an artist, someone who makes music, you enjoy the process of music
Yeah, because that's the fun
over
part.
just a finished song. And as someone who bakes and cooks, do you enjoy the process or do you enjoy, I guess, eating?
Don't get me wrong. Eating, I love eating a very good cooked meal. I love it so much because that's how I know that, like, I mean, obviously, but like that's how I know that it's any good. You know, it's like I didn't just spend all that time for nothing. But I gotta agree with you on the process.
Well, if you're such a fan of food, why don't you do little shorts for Instagram or YouTube? This is me whipping up whatever, and just start the process. And then at the end of the short, show us the plate. This
Mainly,
is my chicken Alfredo.
mainly because I don't want to do too many things and distract from the music. I've
Well,
thought about it though.
I think if you do it, you give your fans something else to look forward to. And you give your fans another side of you. And you show more creativity. So people are going to seek you out a little bit more because they're they can say, "Oh, here's another short. It's going to be him doing this." Well, if you're cooking or rapping, showing the audience another side when they see you at the top of their Instagram page, they're not going to know, "Oh man, let me click on this, see what he's doing." He might be cooking, he might be rapping, he might be showing me. You see what I'm saying? You keep them guessing. And I'm going to click on it, especially because I enjoy cooking. Now that you tell me you enjoy cooking, yeah, I know how to make a great chicken Alfredo. Really? Prove it. Bam, here it is on Instagram. Look at that. Show the camera the plate. Okay. Okay. It shows another side of you. It shows another creative side of you that a lot of people out there don't have. Or they may have it, but they don't show it because they want to focus only on the music. Well, you're more of a person than just a rapper. You called yourself an artist. Cooking is art because not everybody can do it. Baking is an art. Not everybody can do it. So just show another artistic side. I think I would. If I was you, I would. So,
That's some really, really, really good advice. I think I seriously might start doing that.
yeah, I think
I'm not gonna lie to you. I seriously might start doing that.
you should. In fact, I challenge you
I think
to.
you just want to see me make that good chicken Alfredo.
Yeah, I
There's,
kind of want to see that. That needs to show up. That needs to show up on my Instagram.
you know what? I'll do my best to get the stuff to make it in like a week or two time, and
Okay.
then I will post it. I will actually post it, and I'll make it my first like music or non-music thing that I like post about.
Well, you could do something like this. You have a new song. You don't want to give the whole song away, but you want to give enough of it away.
Like a snippet.
Yeah. So have the song playing in the background while you're whipping something up.
And you
Just,
don't make like you don't do anything with like these ideas. Like you don't like make music. You don't like do anything. You just like you really only just like love the creativeness of it.
I do love the creativeness. I don't make music.
You seem like you could, bro.
I can't
Seriously.
make music.
It's like you're sitting here giving me things that I didn't even think about. Like I was sitting there like, oh, my fans probably don't want to see that. You're like, no, keep them guessing on it. It's like that's incredibly like wise. Like that's crazy.
Well, it just seems like the right thing to do. You can take photos, you can draw, you can cook, you can bake. those are arts, and you call yourself an artist. So promote your art. How many people out there that rap can draw?
Probably not.
Probably a lot more than people think, but they won't show the world their drawings because they think, oh, I'm a rapper. That's how the world knows me. That's all I can be. Well, no, people are people. Show the world your art. I can't draw. I can't rap. I can't sing. I can't play an instrument. Can I bake? I can bake enough to make it taste good. Not necessarily the prettiest thing on the plate, but it'll taste okay.
What's your favorite thing to throw into the oven?
I make this thing called an oatmeal cookie, but it's not a typical cookie. And what I mean is, a cookie's going to be about like so and maybe about that big around. And it's going to have the texture of, I'm not going to say a biscuit, but you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
A little
yeah.
crunchy on the outside, a little soft on the inside.
Like a chewy, nice, amazing texture.
Mine turns out about like so. And it's literally paper thin. And it's slightly chewy, almost like a real hard taffy. But it gives you a subtle sweetness when you get into it. And then it kind of fades into the graininess from the oatmeal. And then it just kind of goes away. But
Yeah, Chris, you're gonna have to send me that recipe.
It doesn't leave a real sweet flavor in your mouth. And you eat a couple of them, maybe 2 or 3, and you're satisfied. But it actually came. I was following a recipe for a different style of cookie when I came upon it. And I thought, you know what? Why don't I take everything I like about this cookie over here and try to put it into this over here? And it's like music. You got to sit there and go back and forth. Try this, try that, try this, try that. Take notes over here. What doesn't work? What does work? What's hitting? What's not hitting? What do fans like? What do fans hate? Then you got to combine it. Put it in a bowl. Stir it up. Throw it on a cookie sheet. Let it bake. See what happens.
You are crazy with those metaphors, bro. What? Link it all back to the music too. That was crazy. Like my mind is blown. I'm not gonna lie. That was crazy.
Music. That's what we're about over here. Two Beers with a Band. We're about music. We're about creation. We're about art. Speaking of music, do you work on music every day?
Most of the time. But there's some weeks that I work on it more. There's some weeks that I work on it less. Like recently, I've been really, really, really working on my music. And I have 3 songs left to finish on the album before the album drops. I don't have a set date for it yet.
Do you have a name for the album?
The Stizzie tape.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in music in the next 5 years?
I would see myself with the way that I was growing before I kind of stopped posting so much to my Instagram and really just started hard locking on the music part. With the way that I was growing, I would see myself like maybe getting to my first show in the next 5 years. Maybe getting to like a headlining, maybe like headlining for um like a smaller event, like a smaller festival or something. Festival.
Have you ever done music live?
Yeah. I used to perform karaoke. Do you mean my music though?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no.
Have you ever thought about it? Have you ever talked to anyone and said, you know what? I want to put together just a little show. Let's have some friends over. Let's, have a little gathering, a little party or whatever. And I'm going to get up on stage and spit my latest lyrics.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried. I've tried to talk to some of the people that I have in my little circle about it, but I don't really know exactly why we didn't do it. I just think that they ended up not wanting to, if I remember correctly. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I've tried. Like I've really thought about that.
Well, I mean, hey, you got to promote yourself. You got to build your brand. So why don't you just invite some folks over and say, hey, BYOB? Well, not, the BY, bring your own Coke.
Bring your own soda.
Yeah, BYOS.
Bring your own soda.
And I'm going to make something for everybody. I'm going to make a big dessert. And I'm going to let you experience my latest hit. Then just when everybody gets over there, say, hey, listen to this, see what you think. Let it go, see what happens. And then tell them, you know what? If you enjoyed my dessert, write it on the card. Just leave cards there by your dessert. And say, don't put your name on it, but I have a M and a D on the card. One is for music, one is for dessert. Give me a 1 through 5 star on the music and dessert. And leave it in the bucket on your way out.
You're giving me so many ideas, bro. Like actually.
I mean, hey, you got to promote yourself.
I mean, I don't really do I wouldn't say I do a good job of promoting myself by myself. Like I'm not very like I don't sit there and make reels every day about like a snippet or something. But I want to. I don't really know how to go about it.
Wow, I just told you one way.
Yeah, now I will do that, but like
the biggest flaw an indie artist has is promotion. And I do understand as a creative, you don't like the business side of music. But how else are you going to get your art out there? How else are you going to make money?
when you say an
Sorry,
when you say an indie artist, do you mean Indiana artist?
independent. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. When I refer to an indie artist, I refer to an independent, unsigned.
Okay,
artist.
okay.
And it's one of the biggest things that I guess I struggle with when I talk to these artists is your art is there. I enjoy what I hear. I enjoy what I see, but you don't promote yourself. And they say, oh, I don't like promoting myself. Well, if you want your art to be out there in the, to the masses, somebody has to promote you. There are so many people every day entering into these playlists that are making music who go on YouTube and immediately pick up 10,000 followers. You have got to set yourself apart from all these other people if you want to survive. And promotion is huge. You have an Instagram following, you have other abilities besides music, need to promote them. And you can promote them. Man, if you sit down, you're bored at school or something, you're just doodling on the back of a piece of paper, hold it up, and it actually looks like something, man, post it on Instagram. Hey, I was sitting around this morning, I was bored, I drew this. What do you think? You're staying in front of people when you do stuff like that. And that is key to being the indie artist. You have to stay in front of people all the time. You got to be in their feed all the time. Otherwise, somebody else will do it, and you'll get forgotten.
I hear you.
What's holding you back from getting what you want in music?
Myself. I would say I'm holding myself back because I'm not like no. No, let me change my answer. Time is holding me back because like I keep saying, like I'm sorry, closer.
Yeah.
I would say that time's holding me back because like I keep saying, like I just started 6 months ago, so it's not like I've been doing this for 3.5 years and only have as small of a following as I have. It's like I've been doing this for at most 6 months, and I at least have like 200. That's a goal. That's a goal accomplished.
Okay, so you're goal oriented.
Yes, I'm very goal focused on my music.
Do you actually write those goals down?
No, I just keep them in my head.
What sacrifices have you made for music?
I've sacrificed a lot of time with people that I wish I would have given more time to.
Was it worth it?
I would say, yeah.
What do you do for fun?
Um, I like to hang out with my friends. I like to I like to ride motorcycles actually. That's another thing about me.
Do you got a bike?
No, but I'm getting one next year.
Okay.
I'm getting a Yamaha YZF R3. It's
So
a good little sports bike.
so you like the sport bike. You're not
hmm
not a cruiser kind of guy.
I've sat on like a Harley, and I've sat on like I I I I forgot the other name. I'm not gonna lie, but like I've sat on a cruiser, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it's still fun, but it's just like there's something about the sport part of the bike that makes me just like tweak. It's like it's so fun.
Would you want to collaborate with other artists in music?
I do pretty frequently.
What kind of or how many collaborations have you done?
I want to say like 12, maybe like 14,
What are you
somewhere in that
passionate
area.
What are you passionate about besides music? What really drives you?
I would say that, and this is gonna sound like a little weird, but like being a better person, kind of, because like I said a little bit ago, like I've done my fair share of bad stuff, and it's like people have judged me on my past, and I aim to show people that I'm not that person anymore.
Is that difficult for you to do?
Yes. Not a lot of people are as quick to give somebody with a past that they don't like chances to show them that they've changed. Not a lot of people are open to change. And that's a really big problem, I feel like, because change is one of the most difficult things that we face, but change is inevitable. You will never be able to outrun or escape change.
Do you think that over time those people will come around?
some people, yes. Other people who are very stuck in their head and firm on one belief, no.
Okay, random question.
Yeah,
Crunchy or creamy peanut?
creamy peanut butter. I have a thing against crunchy peanut butter actually. I don't like the I don't like the feel of like the texture of it.
Okay. Just from someone that bakes and someone that cooks, I figured I would throw that in just as little.
I like the fun question. I like it. I like the randomness of it.
All right. Well, we're kind of up against the clock for this interview, and I've really enjoyed sitting down and talking to you and finding out more about you and the fact that you can cook. I I expect to see more on YouTube and on Instagram.
You will. I would definitely say that of most of the people that I've met who are like either a podcast or just a promotion page or like anything else, you are definitely the most like focused, I would say. It's like you're not there to benefit yourself from it, even though you are benefiting from it by the experience of it. You're aiming to help other people and to just like it's kind of like helping them shine in a way. And it's really incredible that you're not selfish, you know? Like you're not sitting there trying to be like use their fame or their little following or anything like that for yourself. You're just doing this for you, and that's really really amazing. I can also tell that you're not doing it for any ulterior motive the way that you swapped up and asked me different questions instead of just music focused questions.
Well, I want to get to learn, or I want to get to know the person behind the music,
Yeah.
because I can listen to music all day and assume that I know who you are. And that to me is just not fun. I would love to sit down and talk to people and find out who they really are. And that's why I do this show, is to find out more about you as a person and about, or I'm sorry, to find out more about you as a person and an artist.
Yeah.
And to find, and what I love about artists is that they have other talents besides music that they don't tap into as far as publicly. And I don't understand that. If I had the ability to write a poem or draw or do something, anything creative, take photos. I can take photos, and I've taken thousands of photos. Probably one was worth maybe sharing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't have the eye for it. I wish I did. But since I don't, I would like to see your photo. So inspire me with your photography as well as your baking.
That's really really cool, bro. Seriously. Like you've been extremely helpful for this entire interview. Even the little stuff before it when we were fixing all the kinks and whatnot, it was really fun. And it's like you seriously helped me like a lot. Like I am genuinely going to do a lot of different things that I don't think I would have like because like I said I was very focused on just like oh they just want to see the music. They don't want to see like they don't want to see Ray. They're not here for Ray. They're here for the music. They're here for Stizzie, you know? Like it's like but that's really cool. And I it's been so amazing talking to you, bro. Honestly.
Well, I appreciate it. And I'm glad that you've enjoyed your time. But I always finish my interviews by asking the same question. What are two questions you've never been asked? And what are the answers to those questions? Well, I'll throw the first one out there. How are you doing?
How am I doing?
Yes.
I I would say that I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. I'm doing I'm doing pretty good, I would say.
Okay.
And then I really want to come up with a question I don't get asked a lot. Um I gotta think because I don't want it to be like a really basic question. Like, um, nobody ever asks me about like my like my personal like genetic history almost. Like they don't ask me um like this is gonna sound really bad, but they don't ask me like how black are you? Or like what's like where did your dad come from or stuff like that, you know? And I would say like the answer to one of those questions is I'm exactly 50% black. That's really cool. That I did an ancestry test and I'm exactly 50% black and 50% white.
Really?
Yeah.
50 per
50-50.
50%.
I am exactly 50-50.
That is crazy. Do you ever get any pushback in music because you're mixed?
Yes. There was that's also a question that I've not been asked. There was this one time that no, actually. I'm in this creative differences group. And G Dot, actually, he didn't know that I was black. He thought I was just a white rapper saying nigga in his song. So when he found out that I was black, he was like, "Really? I had no clue. Like, I thought you were just like, yeah."
Do you feel you have to explain yourself because you're mixed?
No, no. And that's just because no matter how dark or how light I may be, we all bleed the same thing. And we're all still
So,
human at the end of the day. So there's not even any type of reason to be like, "Oh, hey, by the way, I can say this word." Or like, "Oh, hey, I like one of my parents was black." Like it's like
well, I
I
mean,
do
if you're an American, you're mixed. You're not all white. You're not all black. That America is the melting pot of the world.
exactly.
We all have so many different, I'm not necessarily cultures mixed inside us. We're not all black. We're not all white. We're not all Asian. We're not all Native American. Everybody is a blend of multiple cultures. So why can't
That's
we get along?
exactly
Why can't we
like
just be an American?
proof. That is yeah.
Because
Why
you're
can't
right.
we just
You're
be?
right. We all bleed red. I mean, at the end of the day, we all bleed red.
I mean, hey man, do you got lungs inside of your body?
I'm pretty sure,
You got kidneys?
yeah, at least one, I think.
Uh,
I drink a lot of beer, so
well, I mean, if you don't have two, then no, 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 I can't hang out with you.
all right, where can people find out more about you as far as social media and when you start baking and cooking and posting pics? Where can we
You
find?
guys can all find me on Instagram, which is Instagram/ Stizzie Rae. STIZZIERAE.
And
Stizzie Rae.
I assume you're going to have a Facebook page with all your baking recipes and
I
things.
wasn't going to, but I like I said, I might.
I
I
think you
might I might start posting to Facebook Reels about my baking and stuff.
and have your music playing in the background
Yeah.
and show only your hands working. I like it. I like it.
Like I said, you really like inspired me with that stuff. Like I genuinely made a plan. Like I was on my phone earlier and I felt a little disrespectful, but it was because I was writing down in my notes something. I wrote down word for word. I was like, uh start baking and posting to music account. word for word.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm writing stuff down while I'm talking to you two, and I have pages of notes
Yeah.
and questions that I wanted to get to, but I feel like we covered a lot of ground in this interview. And
This is my very first interview, and I'm very glad that it was with you because, like I said, this is really fun. And like it was such a good conversation.
why I enjoyed it, and you did very well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I'd like to sit down again. I'm sorry, later on and talk about music and talk about baking and possibly uh, compare recipes. So
I told you earlier, I don't know if you heard me. You got to send me that oatmeal cookie recipe. I kind of want to try it now.
I tell you what, let's do a recipe swap.
Okay.
What do
You want my chicken Alfredo?
No, I want your. What were you talking about earlier? You were your dessert peanut butter.
I can't. That's my grandma's recipe. I can't give you my peanut butter sugar cookie recipe.
And grandma gets in the way again. Yeah. You know what? What's your next best baking recipe?
I would say just like my normal sugar cookies, probably.
Okay. Well, you know what? We'll go with that.
And you know, I mean, you can add peanut butter to them, and then you'll basically have the thing. It
Peanut
just
butter.
won't
Yeah.
have all the other stuff. But yeah, I'll definitely send you it. I'll send you
Okay.
a sugar cookie recipe. I love my
Alright.
homemade sugar cookies.
I'll tell you what, something else you ought to do. Just ask your fans for their favorite recipe and have them send.
And then start cooking it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And
really
cook it and then say either you liked it, you didn't. You know, I mean, you could really start something right now if you leaned in on your other talents as well as music.
I definitely will. Like I said, I'm really inspired.
Okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Two Beers with a Band as much as I did.
2 beers and Dr.
And
Pepper, technically.
if you want to reach out and talk to Ray about his cooking or his music, you can definitely reach out for him or reach out to him. I'm sorry. And I will see you next time on Two Beers with the Band.
Bye, guys.
Also, you niggas like Szechuan. Watch my fucking blade, hit a nigga.